So a few years ago, Pokemon held a poll to see which Pokemon people liked the most in each generation, and the results were questionable. For Gen 1, it's pretty much what you'd expect, as we have Charizard at number 1, followed by Gengar, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Eevee, and Dragonite. However, somehow Porygon, Pinsir, and Magnemite of all Pokemon made the top 30, but not Alakazam, Nidoqueen, or Gyarados, amongst others. What? Gen 2's results hurt the heart a bit, as we have Umbreon at number 1, then Tyranitar, Lugia, Typhlosion, Scizor, and Ampharos. And aside from Espeon, Houndoom, and Quagsire being outside the top 6, which is a bit of a surprise, Mareep, which is scientifically the best Pokemon ever, don't you dare question it, didn't even make the top 30, which shows that people polled have absolutely zero taste. Gen 3 though gets back on track, as Rayquaza leads the way, followed by Gardevoir, Flygon, Sceptile, Blaziken, and Mudkip. And honestly, it makes sense, but I did expect one of Melodic, Absol, or Salamence to be a bit higher, and I have a sneaking suspicion Breloom would be higher nowadays. Just call it a hunch. Gen 4 is obviously headed by Lucario, followed by Garchomp, but then it gets a bit questionable with Luxray at 3, then Piplup, Infernape, and Darkrai. And to me, Luxray stands out because the fact he isn't Dark Electric type is an absolute travesty and should automatically disqualify him and have him replaced by either Giratina, Shaman, or our god Bidoof. Gen 5 goes back to controversial, as Chandelure takes number 1 spot, followed by Zoroark, Hydreigon, Volcarona, Haxorus, and Serperior. And I'm sorry, but Oshawott and Snivy being outside the top 6 is absolute blasphemy. Gen 6, on the other hand, makes total sense, as Greninja takes number 1 spot, followed by Sylveon, Aegislash, Noivern, Goodra, and Talonflame. I'm a bit surprised more people don't have Phantom higher up, but I at least understand these results. With Gen 7, I think we can all agree it kind of sucked, so the list is pretty straightforward, with Mimikyu taking the top spot, followed by Rowlet, Decidueye, Lycanroc, Zeraora, and Incineroar. And the only thing I would say is I'm surprised that Marshadow isn't higher, but again, I'm okay with it. Gen 8 though is a bit surprising, as Dragapult leads the way, followed by Toxtricity at number 2, then Corviknight, Snom, Alchemy, and Cinderace. And personally, I don't see any appeal in Toxtricity or Alchemy, but hey, maybe that's just me. And last but not least, we have Gen 9, which actually wasn't included in the poll because it was conducted before Scarlet and Violet were released. But I did find a Game Rant article which did a poll for Gen 9, and the top Pokemon were Meowscarda, because of course she was, followed by Fuecoco, Tinkaton, Clodsire, Tealmask Ogerpon, and Cerulege. And again, these all check out, but I feel like if the poll was done today, a lot of the older generations would be different, which is a huge coincidence because while researching this video, I found a site called Johto Times that is running this exact poll until July 31st. So if you want to have a say, go to the link in the description and vote for your favorites. But all I ask is that you also include Mareep in your Johto picks.